While we are waiting for this to thicken, Tom is still spending the afternoon over at Youngblood Auto Group.
That's right. We go out to their location to check back in with Tom. How's it going?
Everything's going fine outside of, looking out the window with all the lousy weather. It's going fine. Okay, as you said, Youngblood Auto Group. I'm at Youngblood Kia, which is part of that auto group. And now, once again, I have John Whittaker with me. And John, we talked about, I mentioned right at the end that you do more here than just sell cars, although that allows you to do something really great for the community at large. Why don't we talk about that a little bit?
Okay. Myself and John Youngblood are family owned. We're locally owned, right? And a majority of these dealerships in town today have been bought up by these big corporations, okay? I think there's only like 3 of us left in town where you can actually go and talk to the guy that owns the place.
Exactly.
Right? And so that's very important to us. And this community has been fantastic to the Youngblood Auto Group over the last 44 years. And so about 8, 9, might even be 10 years ago now, I started setting aside for every car we sold, I set $50 aside out of the car deal quietly through the accounting office and set it into a contribution fund. Okay. And so every year we commit to assisting local charities here in town. Now, a couple of the things that we love to do is first off, we want our money to stay local.
Of course.
And I don't like them going to administrative costs and things of that nature. I want them going down to the public, right?
Right.
So, for example, with the Breast Cancer Foundation of the Ozarks,
BCFO, right?
Which is near and dear to our heart, that goes for free mammograms. And so it directly pays for women that can't afford to get a mammogram done.
And that's huge.
That's us. We pay for those to be done for free. That's just one example. And so when myself and John Youngblood sat down and discussed what we wanted to do for the community, we knew we were setting this money aside. So now, which charities do we focus on? And it was women and children, and it was keeping the money here local. Okay, so for example, we bought a room at one of the wings at the new hospital for the Ronald McDonald House.
Right.
At their new center over there. We support the Ronald McDonald House every year. I'm big in Sertoma.
Yes.
And so we do a lot with the Boys and Girls Club. Okay.
Well, I mean, through the years, you what, a dozen or more, entities that you have either given money to, a monetary, or I know you've given cars away, to lucky people.
Right.
I mean, do you think that this has led to the reason you can say, we've been here for 44 years?
I don't think it hurts, right? And at the end of the day, we do want to give back to the community that's given so much to us, and so we basically focus on a charity per month, and I know that we do some marketing for them, which helps them, helps them recognition-wise on television, and we do give money to them. And at the end of the day, last year, I think total with, now it was a little bit different during COVID because we used to give the cars away to the students for attendance at the Springfield schools.
Right, I remember that, sure.
And now we really can't do that anymore because that whole thing got botched up, right?
Well, COVID changed so many things, but that doesn't mean you quit, though.
No. We continue to support the charities that we've been supporting. And so the other big one that we do is Help Give Hope with Murray at that organization.
Right.
And she's the one that actually helps us give the cars away. Because I don't have the ability to interview all these people and decide which ones are most deserving.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, these charities are charities that give back to the community, keep it local, and focus on women and children and people in need in the community.
Well, it takes a village to help a village sometimes.
Yes.
So this partnership is what makes it all work for you.
It does. And unfortunately now, with the shortness of new cars, right? Because we were talking earlier where I would normally have 350 cars out here.
Right.
I have 16 Kias on the lot right now. 12 of those are sold. I've got maybe 50 new Nissans on the lot, but we sold 18 cars on Saturday. They don't sit.
Yes.
And so the $50 per car is tough because our volume is down by 30%.
True.
And so unfortunately, the last year we weren't able to give back as much as we had in prior years.
Sure.
But we drained that account. In fact, I went into a deficit last year because I overpromised and unfortunately the sales under-delivered for us.
You may not be able to give as much, but you still give, and that's what the important part is.
Absolutely.
All right, so now you've kind of seen both sides. They can make it easy for you to purchase an auto, but they can make it easy for you to give to others too. Youngblood Auto Group. John, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tom. It was a pleasure.
Ozarks Live will be right back.